And we begin tonight at 11 with debate number 2 in the race for Erie County Executive. Incumbent Mark Poloncarz and challenger Lynn Dixon took the stage at the WNED studios.
They debated everything from how county government is run to taxes, Erie County roads, stadium talks, and more. But one moment really stood out from the rest toward the end of the hour when Dixon accused Poloncarz of bullying her during the campaign.
I agree that vindictiveness, arrogance, bullying has no place in the Erie County Executive's office. But Mark Poloncarz, you are a bully. And I don't know if it's because I'm a strong woman or because you have a problem with people that challenge you.
I'm not bullying Ms. Dixon. If I did, my mother's sitting in the front row. She'd be kicking my butt, I guarantee you. But I do disagree on policy. I mean, I support strong democratic values. She has been with the minority and now the majority previously with the Republicans.
The questions now: who won the night and how honest were both candidates? 2 News Side's Michael Wooten put their remarks through our truth test. Michael?
Hey, Scott and Kelly. So overall, a pretty honest debate, but we found a few instances when the candidates stretched the truth a bit. First, on the issue of taxes.
So yes, your taxes have gone up $57 million since Mark Poloncarz took office.
Dixon is right that the county tax levy, the total collected, has gone up a bit, but the tax rate has gone down. And here is where this gets problematic for her. Poloncarz shared out this mailer that he said the Dixon campaign sent out in 2017. Back then, according to the mailer, she said Poloncarz's budgets were tax cuts that she helped deliver. She now says those same budgets were tax hikes. It is a flip-flop. I asked the Dixon campaign if maybe the mailer was fake. No response yet. Up next, a claim from Poloncarz.
I see Legislator Mills is here, Legislator Rath. They have all attended the Capital Projects Committee meeting. There have been 49 meetings since 2012, 6 this year. Legislator Dixon has attended 0.
Here's the problem with that. Legislator Dixon isn't on the committee. The county executive is. He's the chair of it. Some legislators are part of the committee, but Ms. Dixon is not. To attack her in this way would be like attacking Mr. Poloncarz for missing meetings on committees for which he isn't a member. Next up, something that Dixon said about social media.
I'm not on Twitter all day tweeting about national and international issues and, oh, by the way, disparaging people of other political ideology.
True that Legislator Dixon isn't nearly as active on Twitter as Poloncarz, but she has weighed in on issues outside the county. It took me no time at all to find this tweet in which she criticized Nike for pulling those so-called Betsy Ross sneakers, prompted by complaints from Colin Kaepernick. Lots of national politics there. Finally, this from Mark Poloncarz regarding the opioid epidemic.
We've seen less individuals becoming addicted to opiates.
That is an unverified claim. Now, we know the number of overdose deaths in Erie County has fallen. This chart shows it hit a high in 2016. But we don't know if fewer people are becoming addicted, as Poloncarz said. Some groups on the front lines actually say the crisis is still on the rise. People just now have access to Narcan and treatment from more facilities. So that is our truth test on this debate. Scott?
And Bruce Fisher and Carl Calabrese join us now. Gentlemen, let's talk about the debate. Do you think any minds were changed tonight, Carl?
Oh, I don't think so. I think it was pretty much a rerun of the first debate, same type of questions, same type of answers. There were no knockout blows landed by either party, and the incumbent didn't do any harm to himself, and that's pretty good if you're an incumbent at this point.
So was there a winner in tonight's debate?
Well, a winner in the terms of, was there a knockout punch by the challenger? No.
And the challenger can't knock out the incumbent with a zinger.
And did the incumbent have an unforced error, a self-inflicted wound? No. And again, if you're an incumbent, your goal is to come out of these things doing no harm to yourself. If you're a challenger, your goal is to come out with bloodying the incumbent. And I don't think either thing happened tonight.
Bruce, your thoughts? Did you think there was a winner?
It's clearly the incumbent, because the challenger voted for all of his budgets and worked with him, was praised by him when he was up there, trying to do something very uncharacteristic for Legislator Dixon, which is to get personal and call Mark Poloncarz a bully. Number one, nobody believes that Mark Poloncarz is a bully. And number two, that was a momentary lapse in what was otherwise a very civil and calm discussion. I think the calmness of the discussion reflects the incumbent, because he's just calm, he's just competent. by working in a bipartisan manner with even his challenger. It's a good story for us when all this national turmoil is going on.
What was the highlight of the night for the challenger, Lynn Dixon?
Oh, she had one particularly good line, I thought, was when she was talking about roads, and she said, you know, we should wish for an election every year because that's when roads seem to get fixed around here. I thought that was a good line, well delivered, and probably the high point, and as Bruce said earlier, probably the point that gets pulled out and shown on the right news.
Bruce, what was the highlight for Mark Poloncarz?
For Mark Poloncarz to get up there and be the boring wonk that he is. I mean, he was true to form, and what you see, folks, is what you get with this guy, okay? He's just a calm, measured manager, and at this point in life, that's sort of what we need.
He comes across as a COO, a chief operating
Yes.
officer. He knows his government, he knows his budget, command of facts, and that's his style, and that works for him. And you know, there's an authenticity there. What you get?
So no big changes. on either
No
side,
big
you're saying?
changes. The only question is the lingering ghost of Chris Collins going to change turnout around here?
Bruce Fisher, Carl Calabrese, thanks so much, guys, for coming in tonight. We appreciate it.